Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Welcome to the first episode. Should we call it the inaugural episode?
Oh, inaugural.
Inaugural
I like that.
episode of 2023. We are crossed the boundary into the future, to the new year.
Happy New Year.
And we still don't have flying cars yet because the Jetsons are bullshit.
Yeah.
And same thing with Back to the Future. Just lies. Just built in a house of lies. If we even had hoverboards, I'd be happy, but we don't even have those really.
No.
I mean, we got some sort of crazy shit out there, but not really.
We're in the wonderful time when Swedish people have stopped saying Happy New Year and now say good fortsättning or good continuance. Like good continuance of your year. It's just started.
Of course it is. You know, they like last year was okay. You know, we lived through that, so let's just continue it on into the new year.
It's just float barely above the surface of the water.
Yes. So with the new year comes new beers, and new beers are all coming from Sweden right now.
Yeah.
Because we thought, yeah, let's kick off the new year and keep it homegrown.
Yep.
So we have two breweries. I don't think we've ever. One I know we've never featured. The other one I'm almost 100% sure we've never had Train Station on the episodes before.
Yeah, I've drank them, but I don't think we've ever had them on the show.
But yeah, we've got two beers here. Really looking forward to trying these out.
So let's start with Potum, a brewery from Kolmården, Sweden.
Yeah.
Kolmården has a, I don't want to call it a zoo because it doesn't really have any zoo animals. It has these weird Swedish boring animals. Oh, look, here's a goat. Oh, wow, you have a goat.
So it wasn't one of those things where they just went to other countries and captured people and brought them back as a human zoo like they did in the UK in the turn of the century?
No.
No? You don't? Yeah. UK's got a lot to answer for in their past.
Sweden never did anything
My
bad
favorite,
ever.
my favorite story, I think it's actually might be in Sweden, where the King of Sweden killed a lion and they brought it back, but the person that was the taxidermist had never seen a lion before. And so
We've talked about this before.
I know. I love this story so much.
But that's the false history.
Oh, is it?
The lion is taxidermied exactly that way for a purpose.
What's that?
Because if you look at it sideways, it completely matches the Swedish coat of arms. The lion that's cartoon. The cartoon lion on the coat of arms is not anatomically correct.
Yes, you're right.
So they needed this lion that they taxidermied. They needed to do some weird things with it because it has a tongue that goes blah.
Yeah. And the eyes are like some sort of weird cartoon blue button eyes or something.
Exactly, because the coat of arms lion, I think you can see both of the eyes, but it's from the side.
Yeah.
Who made this? Why do we need to have a lion on the Swedish coat of arms?
Why don't you?
Why not elk?
You know, that is a
on.
very good question. Because lions are not indigenous to the area. You would think they would have gone with like bears or elk or wolves or something that you would maybe find in the indigenous to the country. How do they even know about lions?
But I mean, there's one of our Swedish kings in Europe was called the Lion from the North because he waged war on everyone and killed them. So, the Lion of the North. We don't have lions.
Well, because he was a lion of the north. That's what they're saying.
Imaginary? Make believe?
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Potum is from Kolmården.
Yes, and where is that?
Close to Stockholm.
Okay,
I would say.
Sure. You say. All right. So the can has this.
Who made me the geography expert?
I don't know. You're supposed to. You're the indigenous Swedish person, so we're counting on you. So the can has this matrix like code.
It's close enough. It's not that far away from Stockholm.
Yeah, it's just south. It's like probably an hour south of Stockholm.
It's way closer to Norrköping.
I would say it's basically a subsidiary of Norrköping.
But Norrköping is just a subsidiary of Stockholm.
Exactly. It's the greater Stockholm area.
We've just lost a fifth of our audience.
Yeah. If you took a 120 kilometer radius, I guess it's within the distance of that. And I'm probably way off on that as well. So I learned something about the matrix scroll.
Yeah.
Apparently it's sushi recipes.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So the guy didn't, he was trying to come up with a way to do this, and he just found the sushi thing because his wife is Japanese, so he took like these sushi recipe characters and used those as the scroll.
Nice.
As part of the scroll anyway. So this is a Narayan. It's an 8% double IPA.
Looks like an IPA.
Yep. Potum's, I guess they're relatively new on the scene. I haven't heard of them before, but they put out several beers in System Locker recently. And so I thought, well, let's check them out. Try see what they're putting out there. Yeah.
Not that much aroma.
It smells
I would have wanted a little bit more tropical.
double
fruit
IPA-ish. You know, it's got the...
Sure.
It's the light in the tropical fruits.
Yeah, it is. Let's try it.
All right.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, it's pretty good. I got no more complaints here.
The typical double IPA review from What's on Tap podcast.
Yep.
No, but the flavors just disappear. This is the problem with a lot of Swedish. There are a lot of
I wouldn't say this is a problem with Swedish double IPAs. I would say this is a problem with double IPAs in general.
Yeah.
It's good. I mean, it's a perfectly solid beer. But is it memorable?
It's as memorable as a lot of other European double IPAs, where the flavor is like, oh, double IPA, oh no, it's gone.
Yeah, I mean, it's good enough that I've been like, you know what, Potum, I'm gonna keep trying them out. I mean, they're certainly as good as what we tried from say like Fermentana and. I've become
a big fan of Fermenterana's IPAs.
I would say they are. I like their IPAs much better than their sours.
Yes,
their sours are really rough, but their double IPAs have become really quite good. But no, I think this is pretty good. You're right. It comes in, you taste it, and you go double IPA, and then you go sure.
I've had 3 Potum beers before.
Okay.
And this is going to get the highest of all the ratings.
Okay. So what have you averaged on your ratings in the past?
2.5, 3.5, 3.5. And 3.5s are for like their double IPAs and their American IPAs. But their lager, their Peking Pills, got a 2.5 for me.
All right. And how long ago was that? What's your oldest rating?
Hey, I shared it with you.
Oh, okay. So we had it before. But we probably had it with a lot of other stuff. So
yeah,
when you said the Peking Pills, I was like, that kind of sounds familiar. But
it was a pre-beer when I celebrated my 40th birthday on the 19th of March.
I'm not surprised I don't remember this beer. That is, I don't remember a lot of things from that day. So
oh, you don't remember the orgy?
We had an orgy?
Of course, it was my 40th birthday.
That's true. I really wish I could remember that.
Yeah,
that's how good those beers were. But yeah, no, this is perfectly drinkable. It's a adequate double IPA. It falls into that for me 3.75, 3.5 kind of caliber of beer.
Same for me. I'll give it a 3.75.
Yeah, I'm right there with you. It's good. It's got a bit of a dishwashy kind of flavor to it in the aftertaste, but like a cleaning fluid taste. But overall, I would definitely not pour out the can and would drink it, and I'll try it more from them in the future.
I agree.
Okay.
Next beer is more unique.
Next beer is the Train Station Brewery Darkside Imperial Ale 2022. Recent winner of the
Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival.
Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival. It got a bronze in the double IPA barley wine category.
What a category.
That is a bizarre category of things to blend together.
Whoever arranges that competition must be really satisfied. And for next Oscars, I think we're going to have best male lead or sound technician
yeah, pretty much
award.
Best female lead / special effects artist.
Yes. I mean, an American barley wine is very hop forward, and an old double IPA is very malty. So I guess that's where they meet. It's the award for old
If you were to say
meets-
American Barley meets triple IPA, I could totally go with that. But double IPA, I was just like, that's a weird ass collaboration or connection of beers. Would you like to read what was inside the cap?
Oh, it's a Swedish pun joke.
First of all, I was pretty impressed that they went to the effort of printing a joke inside the bottle cap, and I'm kind of curious if you try more of their beers. No, I just want to buy their beer to see what jokes are inside the bottle cap, because you don't see like bottle cap printing anymore. It used to be like in the 80s when you would buy colas and things. You would look under the bottle cap because you could win prizes, or you could collect the caps to win stuff. But now you've got no one does that anymore, or very few places do bottle cap printing anymore. Are you looking up a word or something?
Yeah, but the problem is I don't know if the joke is a bird.
Okay.
I don't know the English word for this bird.
Okay. Is bird as a word?
No, so, do you want me to take it in Swedish or English?
You can do it in Swedish first and then English second.
Okay.
All right.
In Swedish. Vilket djur gjorde det av misstag? And the answer is råka. In English, what animal did it by mistake? Crow. Or rook. Is rook a flying animal?
Rook and a crow are the same thing.
Yeah. Because in Swedish we have råka, kråka. We have a lot of different variants of a crow.
Yeah.
And the word råka just happens to be the Swedish word for happen. It happens to.
Mm-hmm.
Jag råkade. I happened to do this. Very funny joke.
Yeah. I mean, there was a tip made. I appreciate the effort more than anything.
There's a classic Swedish joke. A guy goes into a store and says, "Do you sell lightning conductors?" And the man says, "No, but we sell zippers."
So witty. All right, let's try this beer.
Do you know what a zipper is in Swedish?
No.
Lightning lock.
Makes sense.
Blixtlås.
That's insane. that is truly a Swedish translation that I don't really get the part of.
So the lightning lock is not lightning as in it's lightning as in lightning fast. It locks your pants lightning fast. It's like
zip.
It could also be flash lock. Pants are locked.
Okay, now I get it. That's
This beer smells.
Jesus Christ. that ranks right up there with Springtime for Frankenstein for me.
Springtime for Hitler is the original. Yeah, then it's Springtime for Frankenstein. Springtime for Robin Hood. Springtime for everyone.
I think we talked about this many years ago with the fact that Sweden used to just take one popular film, and then everything after that was that name. So.
And Mel Brooks movies are like
so. Mel Brooks was the worst example. So the producers was Springtime for Hitler in Sweden.
Yeah, but that makes sense because that's the actual name of the show in the producers.
Right, but then every film after that was Springtime for character.
Springtime for Dracula, Springtime for Frankenstein, Springtime for
the Sheriff.
No, that's Springtime for the Wild West. No,
Springtime for the Wild West.
No. Sorry, it is Springtime for the Sheriff.
Right,
but then it's Springtime for the History of the World.
I can only imagine that Springtime for High Anxiety. I have no idea what that would be. Springtime for the Silent Movie. Sorry, these are two Mel Brooks films that nobody remembers.
No, we don't think we got that one.
Okay, so Springtime for the Silent. So the Silent Movie is a Mel Brooks film where the only speaking character in it is Marseille Marceau.
Oh.
Which is a really famous mime from the 70s, so that's kind of the joke, because he has the only line of dialogue in the entire film.
Is the movie called High Anxiety?
Yes, High Anxiety is the Hitchcockian parody that...
Springtime for the Lunatics.
That makes sense, yeah.
Det våras för galningarna.
Okay, well, we're 15 minutes in. Let's jump into this beer.
I don't want to drink it. It doesn't... It smells like...
It smells like
barley wine that's gone a little bit off.
This was like a hoppy barley wine kind of to me. Yeah. All right, let's do this.
Cheers. Bronze medal.
9% bronze medal winning beer.
Bronze medal at the Swedish Beer and Whiskey Festival. Stockholm Beer and Whiskey Festival.
Yeah. Again,
Oof.
you don't like it?
I think they only submitted 3 beers in total to that competition.
I think all 3 of them won something.
That would happen.
This is a weird mix of like citra hops and roasted malts.
Yeah.
If you were to tell me this was a black IPA, I would believe that. I would say this is probably a really good black IPA.
Yeah.
Because it's what it tastes like. It tastes like roasted malts and hoppy IPA. Imperial dark side Imperial. I'm not really sure what that's supposed to be. That's why I don't know. There's a lot of text on the back. Maybe that gives some more clues into this thing. But I don't know.
This beer is not lager. This is a powerful and intense vintage beer whose complex malt composition gives intense character with sweet notes of dried fruit, butterscotch, coffee, and chocolate. Can be aged for many years.
No.
If you don't really like beer, buy something else.
Okay.
Wow. They are really aggressive.
Yeah, it's dark, it's roasty, it's bitter, it's tangy. There's a lot happening here, and it's one of those problems I have with like black IPAs where it's like pick a lane, quit trying to ride out the middle because the middle is not getting anywhere.
Right.
And this beer for me hasn't picked a lane yet because it's kind of all over the place. It's not a drain pour, but it's not something I would ever. I mean, I could drink the bottle of this and not feel bad about it. It would be okay, but it's not something I would ever buy again.
No, it's a 3 for me.
I'm gonna go like a 3.25.
Yeah,
but yeah, that's about where I am as well.
You want to know something fun about the Swedish Homebrewers Association?
Sure.
When they hold their Swedish competition for homebrewing, sometimes they don't give out certain medals. Like in a category, if too few submit beers and the beers aren't good enough, they won't give, for example, a gold medal. They'll give a silver and a bronze. And that, wow.
I respect that.
Those are principles that I really can stand behind.
Exactly.
Sometimes there isn't a gold, but definitely a silver.
Yeah, sometimes there's a couple of runners up. It's like, you guys are really close. You're just not getting there.
And in this case, with this beer, maybe you don't give out any awards at all. If this is the bronze, maybe don't give it.
I'll be honest with you. When I went back and I looked at the Stockholm, Beer and Whiskey Festival?
Yeah.
I mean, the things that won, I'm kind of like, I mean, maybe you just shouldn't have had this category.
Yeah. If Pine Ridge won a medal, then yeah, you probably should just...
Pine Ridge won several medals.
Yeah, just close it down.
Yeah. And there were some really weird configurations of awards there.
Yeah.
And like in categories, you're kind of like, this isn't technically a category. You just put like 3 things together to create a category to give an award for.
But I mean, Hitler was made Times Man of the Year, so
was Stalin.
Yeah.
So I think it was Hitler and then Stalin.
Yeah, so it's pretty much the same. Like,
yeah,
we can all make mistakes. Just close it down.
Yeah.
Happy New Year.
Well, I mean, it was fun. I mean, like I said, we're starting the year off. We're trying a couple of new things. Sweden has so many breweries and so many beers. I really always enjoy featuring, homegrown stuff on the podcast and hopefully elevating some and telling people what to watch out for otherwise.
Yeah, I like it too.
Okay. You can find us online at what'sontappodcast.com, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and all the other places you can find podcasts.
All of them? All of the other places?
All of the other places. Believe me, I get told by all of them via email that our podcast is on there.
And that this is trash?
No, they don't tell us it's trash. They just say, hey, make sure you pay attention to this because we got your podcast on there. I'm like, great. I don't even know what you are. So until next time.
Keep drinking, you dum-dums.